Okay. Are you bored enough yet? No? Okay. Let me see if I can bore you some more. Um, the people, the indigenous people that Christopher Colon found, how did they get here? How did they get here? Well, many tens of thousands of years before, the ancestors of people like Geronimo, and Chief Joseph, and Chief Ten Bears, all of them. Yes, there was a Chief Ten Bears. He was a ferocious guy. He came later on. But these folks originated, their ancestors came from Russia, the Russian steppes, Mongolia. And you're thinking, how did they come in? How did they get here? Well, long ago, where the Bering Sea is, there was a thing called the Bering Land Bridge. Miles and miles of land. You could walk from Indochina to right into Canada. You, if you were a nomadic people, which they were, the ancestors of natives, indigenous people in America were nomadic, and they simply, for thousands and thousands of years, they looked for homes, and one of the places they went was across the Bering Land Bridge. It is now the Bering Sea Straits. That's what we know them as. But that's where they came from. And they settled when they found land, and then some of them kept walking. They walked through Canada. Some of them kept walking further down. There was no Canada. There was no America. There was just a lot of land, and they took care of it. And sometimes they fought. It was harsh and hard to make a living, but they did. Eventually, they treated the earth kindly. That's who their ancestors were. If you look at a Mongolian, you can see the similarity. The reddish face, the high cheekbones, sculpted face. The build, they weren't very tall people, like the Nords were, the Nordic peoples. And that's who the ancestors were of the indigenous, native, I hate to say Americans, because there was no America. Do you know what? Oh, man. Well, how long have I? Oh, 2 minutes. That's all right. Now I can't believe how we got that name. America. For like about a hot 3 weeks, this country was called Columbia, after Columbus. And they said, no, we can't use that word. And they eventually said, well, who was a peer of Columbus in the sense that they were a good sailor, good navigator, a finder of things? Amerigo Vespucci. And that's where we get the name America, from Amerigo Vespucci. He was an Italian. So that's where our name comes from. That's where the Indians, named because this was the West Indies. Poor Columbo. Columbus, Colon. What the heck was his name? We have records. In Seville, they have archives of all kinds of things he did. All his writings, we can go there and check it out. Or use the internet. That might be easier and cheaper. So, now that I've bored you to death, thank you for staying, and I'll see you next time. We'll talk about... I have no idea, but I'll think of something. Peace and love, and be good to each other.